Hey, this is Belinda with the Southern Scribe, and I have a journal that I wanted to share with you. I'm really excited about this one because it's my first design team project for IvyShutters. IvyShutters is an Etsy shop, and they have digi-kits. They're designed by Ms. Lori Weber, and they're absolutely beautiful. This one is called Goggles and Gears. It's her newest steampunk kit. I think you're really going to like it because I just loved it. When you first print the kit out, you're going to notice, I wanted to show you, the colors are gorgeous. They're very vibrant. And what I like about that is I can leave it like this and make a journal. Or as you can see, I coffee stained it, kind of grunged up everything. So that gives me 2 packs for 1 because it looks like 2 completely different kits depending on if you stain or don't stain. And a lot of the images make gorgeous fussy cuts. See her and this, and this was an image on a page, and she's a fussy cut. So I just want to kind of get right into it and tell you a little bit about this journal and show you the papers. This one is called Time Flies. I used, like I said, this fussy cut lady here, and she has on a timepiece necklace. The little strings even run behind her neck there. And the name of this one is Time Flies. And you can see I've done some clock stamping. The background papers, this was a fussy cut from one of the pages. It's 2 roses. This was a background paper, a tag. This background paper here was actually an envelope that comes in the kit, and I love the colors for the cover, so that's what I used it for. Now I added some gears from Recollections, and there are 1 or 2 Tim Holtz rub-offs, you know, there, and I think there's a couple of more through here, but that's the front cover. It's chipboard, 2-ring binding, and I did a little sewing around the edge and a post-in elastic closure. And on the back, I used some more of the paper here with those beautiful steampunk images, and did a collage. The only paper that I mixed in on either cover there is some dictionary paper, and I made a centerpiece back here out of a Recollections clock and a little clock hand there. And this is another image out of the paper, and this was a book page doily that I cut out, and I did a little inking around it to make a center there. So let's get inside, and I want to show you what it looks like. On the inside cover, it's fabric, and I stamped some little spectacles there and pinned them on with a safety pin, and there's some clock stamping and some buttons. And this is fabric with lace and some sewing. And in here are some tags. Now this is one of the tags. This one is from her freebie kit. So if you go to Lori's blog and join her blog, you can get on her freebie mailing list, and each month there are tags or papers that are given free. And this month's set happens to match the Goggles and Gears. And that's just a tag that I inked up to go in there. I love this image. This is some of the paper I trimmed in fabric and did a little stamping on it. I had a really hard time. I was going to put like some stained paper over it, make a journaling spot, you know, with some washi tape. No way. I could not cover this paper. It was absolutely gorgeous. Did some stamping on the back. And over here, that's just a coffee stained paper thrown in for good measure to write on. There's another fabric trim page. Those pretty steampunk images. And this is a tag that comes with the kit. It's not one of the freebies. You get a sheet of these in the kit. I love it. It's so cute. On the back of these, I just did some dictionary paper with some gesso, sewing around the edges, inked it up, grunged it. You know me. I'm going to do that to just about everything, I think. And a paper clip to hold that in place. And steampunk with fabric. Love it. Hot air balloons and bicycles. More stamping. This is one of the papers, and this is the one I showed you. Like, see the difference between the bright print and then what it looks like coffee stained there. And then on this page, it's actually a pocket page. You take the paper clip off, and there's the back side. There's a little pocket in there, and when you open it up, I just made some little journaling books with little scrappy papers just for extra notes. and that goes right back in here. And then in the envelope that I just tea stained and stamped on both sides, I put just a little piece of paper to journal on. But these were some photo holders that I got out of it looked like a Rolodex. I think it was from the 1950s or 1960s. It looked like a Rolodex, and it had, instead of holding business cards, it held photographs, and you just spun it around. So I stamped it to say photographs, and of course you can put your photos in here. One on front, one on back, on both of them. So that's a place for 4 photos inside of here. And then I just let it be the closure for this by paper clipping that down. And there's another writing page over there that's absolutely gorgeous. This is some of the lined paper. The lined paper comes with 5 sheets, which are 10 half sheets of this pretty lined paper with gears and other images. And there are 10 sheets, which are 20 sheets of these Victorian prints. They're gorgeous. Excuse me, steampunk Victorian there. And more stamping, coffee stains, another tag. Let's see if I can. Why are rusty paper clips always the hardest to remove? Very pretty images. Love it, on lined journaling paper that's part of the kit. Another beautiful image, fabric trimmed, stamped on back for journaling. This is lined paper, and this is another one of those freebie tags. They were oval shaped and gorgeous. This one is a hot air balloon, and I grunged it up and I put a little gesso on the front and then laid ink down on the top of that. Love it. Look at her. She's gorgeous. Put some eyelet on the trim of that page. More coffee stain paper. This was another image that I really liked, and on most of these I lightly stamped either script or another handwriting, but when you start journaling on here, you're not gonna, it'll cover it right up. Also, all of the steampunk print pages excuse me, are printed on cardstock, so they're heavier weight. They can even hold photos. Writing page there. And this is a beautiful steampunk image. Love it. Some stamping. Writing. Another steampunk image. And these pages are much larger than what I cut mine down to. You can see. They will print out, my printer will not print full page photographs. For some reason it just confuses it. But if your printer will, and you take the margin area off, it will print all the way to the edge. Now, I got mine pretty close. So these are large papers. If you wanted to make a larger journal, you certainly could. I trimmed mine down to the size that I'm used to working with. Some fabric on the bottom here. Another beautiful tag. This is the lady that's on the front. Tag image there. Another tag on there. I'll just show you this image, and it's on lined journaling paper. It's part of the kit that I lightly stamped. And this is another one of those pocket pages. Now, it's exactly the same, so I won't explore through it, but I just want you to see that image. Isn't that gorgeous? I love the phrenology images and the spectacles. So pretty. Really, the only thing I did to this paper, I coffee stained it, and I added some stamping. I had no idea how many stamps I had that would actually look great with this kit until I started plundering through everything and pulled out some. I love that image. Fabric on the paper. Writing paper. This one is great. Love it. Look at this one. Some more stamping and writing. This book is all about journaling and having a place to put photos. I love that image. Beautiful, beautiful paper. open it. Lori's colors on her paper, it's just fantastic. Linden fabric, stamped. I love that. And I had so many ideas. I mean, I could have done so many things. I mean, you could fussy cut this frame out and use it on a larger piece of paper as a frame. I mean, there's so many things you can do with this. Another tag there. Did you see that? And it's on a lined journal page that's just lightly stamped. And I don't know if you can pick it up on film or not, but there's little light spectacles there. One of the images overlaid. All the lined writing papers have overlays like that. They're gorgeous. And this little fella pointing to the balloon. And more stamping. Another tag. I'm not even gonna try. Y'all know how my fingers work. See, there's the phrenology image. You might can see that one on that writing paper. Love it. Writing paper. Oh, look, and I bent my little tag. I just stamped a pen and some ink back here on some tracing paper and pinned it to the pocket. And here's another one of those gorgeous tags. So down below, I'm going to leave a link to my Facebook page because this journal is going to be available for sale. And I'm also going to leave a link to the Etsy shop, Lori's shop, IvyShutters, where this gorgeous paper is available. And I'll have a coupon code for you so you can get 5% off. I'll list that in the links down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.